So yesterday when I recorded the video, I didn't thought there would be more tea. I thought that was it. End of drama. But apparently it isn't. So we're going to talk about this. Okay, so basically if you still haven't seen the first video, don't worry. I'm not going to ask you to click off the video, find the video and go watch. No. I'll just put the video in this video, and if you haven't seen it, then you should just keep seeing the video as a normal video. But if you have seen the video, then I'll put a timestamp up here. You can skip to that and we will continue the tea and the drama. So yes, while everyone was asleep last night, the DTI Discord community wasn't. They were blowing up everyone's phones and the Discord server. So let's talk about it. Today I'm going to give you all the tea and break down every single thing that happened in the past 3 days and why Beplay and other senior head server managers got fired. Let's talk about it. So let's start from the beginning. Let's talk about what happened. So if you still don't know, they just had their meet and greet, the huge collab with Lady Gaga, and they advertised the meet and greet as something as a lot of people would be able to meet Lady Gaga. Now, obviously there were like 600k people. In common sense, everyone could not have met her, period. But we're going to talk about this because people were mad, and they weren't just mad because of the way the event was handled. They were mad because of how they were treated. So let's talk about this. I know this is the 5th time I said this, but I'm going to be dividing this video up into like at least 4 parts, so everything is like perfectly structured so you can easily understand everything and get to the bottom of this, get your tea. Okay, so let's start from when the drama started to happen. So basically when the meet and greet happened, a lot of the devs, including the 3 winners and moderators, I don't know if mods were there or not, but basically the devs and a lot of other main DTI people were in the server with Lady Gaga. Now, the thing was that if you were there in meet and greet, it was very boring. There were just NPC standing in front of us, and a lot of people started speculating that this was not live and this is just like AI or pre-recorded EDC. And a lot of people assumed that because they could not see Lady Gaga there, while the devs and other people could see Lady Gaga being there. So it was natural that the community was started to at some point think that, whoa, this is like not real. But later, like I said in my previous video, Lady Gaga did post a picture and confirmed on Twitter that she was indeed playing. Now, here is where the real tea begins. So Beplay was live streaming the whole thing, like her side in the server with Lady Gaga. She was live streaming the whole meet and greet. And during the live stream, if you were there, and if you weren't, I'll try to find the live stream and put it up, but I don't know if she has taken it down or something. But basically, during the live stream, she said some very insensitive stuff. I don't know if that's the right word, but she said something not really nice to people. She said something along the lines of like, oh, if like little kids are bored, they should just like stop watching it. It's not that deep.
It's a shame that all of you TikTok brain kids are complaining about the fact that you've been in something for half an hour. I know! Like, she's spending time.
But the community is mad because the people who are in the server did not get to say or did not have the right to tell the community that they were being mean and they were being ungrateful or something like that. Because they were in the server, they could see her, they did not have the right to tell the community to clock it. So yeah, that's where the community outrage began from. Now, after Beplay said some things on her stream, most of the devs and Gigi stepped in after a year, we'll get to this later in the video, and told the community after sending that Twitter, I'll send it up here. It is now deleted, but I thankfully have a screenshot of this. So they said this, the devs and Gigi, after a 1-year hiatus, said this to us. No, personally, I don't think that they had the right to tell the community to clock it, because people who could see her could not know what the community felt. Like, you getting me? Yeah. Okay, so after this, and a lot of backlash started in the Discord community of DTI, Beplay then sent an apology in announcements. Now, I found some screenshots. On the right side is the announcement that I read, but on the left side you can pause to read. The announcement is said to be the original one. A lot of people are saying that this left announcement was later changed to the right announcement, meaning that the left announcement, if you read it right now, you can see that it is very not that properly worded. On the right, it's the same thing that she said in the left one, but she is more better worded. Okay, so check this with a grain of salt. These screenshots have been going around, but I don't know. I read the second one. Maybe I was late to the announcements and I read the non-real version. Sorry, I'm just like so excited, and I just came from a run, so I may be out of breath. But let's get to the next part. After making this first announcement, she got a lot of backlash about, I don't know about what, honestly. This kind of got blown really out of proportions, in my opinion. Some of it, okay? Not all of it, some of it. And people started attacking her that her apology was not sincere and that she just wasn't taking accountability of her comments and the comments she made. So then she sent another announcement saying, I'll put it up here, all this, and saying that, like, basically that next time they will think more about it before responding to some backlash, etc. And yeah, that was that. But after that, everything exploded. So that was the issue one with the community. That was just everybody was so mad. Now let's talk about problem/issue number 2. Now the issue number 2 with the community, why I was so outraged, was because Gigi hasn't been active for almost a year now, and her first message to the community after 1 year of not being there is clock it. And people are mad because that was the first thing she said to the community after like a year. And also that she was, I'll put it up here, she was in Lady Gaga's server. Gigi was in Lady Gaga's server, even though she has been not active at all. So yeah, people were mad that she just said clock it and later deleted the messages. All of these messages that I'm showing you are now deleted, including the original announcements, etc. But for people who do want to know about Betty Pass, it has been extended. Slay. Okay, now let's move on. Let's talk about the third and the main reason of all of this drama, and that was Inder. So Inder was basically one of the senior mods of the server. If you don't know, a Discord server has moderators and senior, juniors, heads to like take care of the server, etc. Now Inder was one of the senior mods there. Now basically Inder sent some screenshots about Beplays being extremely mean to her. I'm pretty sure I didn't misgender Ender. Anyhow, the point is that Ender sent some screenshots and give their letter of goodbye everybody, I'm resigning. And the reason stated was that Beplays was being extremely mean to her. I'll put in some screenshots above. Now Inder basically said that the management was really poor and that is why they're done, they cannot do it anymore, and they've been doing it for free and they've been handling everything in the server while getting mistreated by Bia. Now basically the screenshot that outraged everybody was this, where they're suggesting that there should be a channel for people to put in their thoughts after the update to give like positive feedback. Now this is where Bia replied to her. So the community was mad. She later fired Ender and removed her from the server after she resigned and locked Ender from the chats, the old chats. I did join Ender's server here, and Ender sent this announcement into the server. You can pause to read this. Now, this was the whole situation. Now, there was also this other head mod called I think, I don't know, I'll put if I find him up here, and apparently he was not the very best person and he was very inappropriate in the server, so they also fired him. I'm pretty sure it's a him, yeah, according to what I remember. I'm sorry for misgendering anybody, I'm so sorry, please don't cancel me. Okay, so they fired Ski and they also fired Bia from the server manager and the community manager positions, both of them. And they and the rest of the devs, Amoy, she sent this apology. I'll get into it. Amoy and Zach are now going to be the temporary managers of all of this. So yeah, this was interesting. And then a lot of stuff about Bia resurfaced. Take with a grain of salt. It's the internet, so it's AI now. No, there is AI in the world. We can't really tell if something is real or fake. So yeah, anyhows, moving on. So yeah, a lot of Bia and Gigi stuff resurfaced, and a lot of people started canceling DTI. Yeah, so that happened. Now let's get to the conclusion of this all. So in conclusion, after getting all of this backlash and a lot of other stuff you should have seen, I'll put up some recordings if I have them. The chat was crazy. Okay, it was crazy. But at the end of the day, just a few hours ago, Amoy sent this announcement where she said that they have fired Bia because of the community backlash EDC, and that Bia would no longer be the community manager of DTI. As well as that, they have also, she also said that they have fired Ski, and that both of these people are no longer the community manager and the server manager anymore. So yeah, Amoy saved DTI. Woohoo, war is over. And yeah, now my next video is going to be where the heck is Summer Quest Part 2 and all this drama. So yeah, I have some stuff gathered up. I'll be making that video. So you better subscribe and like the video. And please leave down your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to talk about this because this is insane. Also, before you go, okay, listen to this. I feel like if instead of this Squid Game NPC doll, they placed something like this, like the Lady Gaga in the real admin server, even as an NPC on the stage with the tag of her name and the blue tick in front of her, I feel like it would have been 10 times much better and people would feel 10 times much connected with her, and none of this would have happened because people could see her in front of them, in front of them, Lady Gaga, just like as a DTI, like the model standing there, okay? I feel like if this was like broadcasted in some way, this all could have been avoided. But who knows? Also, I kind of feel like the video that I posted, this video that I posted, was seen by Beplay because literally every single point I made in this video was in this announcement. So if you're still seeing this, slay. Okay guys, bye. Okay guys, well, if you have already seen the before and you've skipped here, welcome back. If you just saw all of that and are here, welcome again. And if you haven't seen the first part, you should go see it. Otherwise, you're literally not gonna understand anything because that was a recap / all of the tea into one place. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so basically the last video was ended at the point that Bia players and Ski both were fired, and yeah, woohoo. And we thought that the drama would end there, but unfortunately it didn't. So after I recorded that video and uploaded it, I went out, I think, to lunch. I don't even remember at this point. But basically when I came back, all of the Discord server was shut down. Yes, everything was shut down. There was you could not access any channel. You cannot, if you go to the Discord server right now, you cannot type anything, you cannot chat. None of the channels are open anymore. Everything is in lockdown. And I was like, whoa, what just happened? Because I thought everything was fine because like right after Bia, the announcement of Amoy came out and Bia got fired as well as Ski. After that announcement, people were happy and celebrating and were excited and happy and satisfied that the upper management has finally listened to what they've said. So yeah, but then I think what happened, I tried my best to go up and try my best to understand what is going on. So I'll put some screenshots up here. No, basically, I think after Bia got fired, people, okay, this is a hot take. People thought that it was okay to be all kind of phobic in the chats. And I think the server got raided. I think so, I don't know. But people started sending gore and stuff into the chats. For some reason, here's the hot take, okay? Let me go back to the hot take. I think whenever any game or anything goes in hot water or under fire for something, or like they are not in a good place under some drama, people always start to think that it is okay for them to say anything or do anything and start being completely ridiculous and being meaner and worse than the people who did stuff. And that is like completely out of line because like people go the extra mile to be worse than the people who did stuff, which I do not like. I think everyone should respectfully express their opinions. This reminds me of that Barbie clip. I'll put it up here.
You know that flapping thing you were doing with your mouth just then?
You mean expressing my opinion?
Yeah, that. No more of that.
But yeah. Anyhow, then people somehow thought that it was completely okay to send stuff gore into the server, and then all of the Mother Teresa's came to the rescue and said that there were children in the server, which, by the way, children shouldn't be on Discord. But I am not, don't cancel me, I am not, what do you call that, defending anybody here. I'm just saying in general, okay? And then they started blaming the DTI mods and everybody else that they were not closing down the server, which, by the way, just a few hours ago everybody was mad about them closing the server. So I don't know, I am really confused right now, because they didn't close the server because people were telling them not to close the server because they want to voice their opinions, but then people were telling them to close the server because they're done voicing their opinions. So yeah, it's something. I don't know whose side to be on here. I'm just thinking, I'm here just explaining the drama, okay? You guys can take the conclusion. I'm non-biased here. Anyhow, so as of now, all of the Discord server is down and is shut down. You cannot chat, and that means you cannot be in farming server, which means that I cannot complete my batty pass. So I hope they bring it back. I need to complete my batty pass. Okay, now this is the recent tea. Other than that, yeah. And as for the future of DTI, as of now, Amoy and Zach are the temporary managers of like everything until they find a suitable and good replacement for the community and the server manager. So yeah, that's that. And they have also said that they are going to be replacing all of their team with adults rather than having minors work on the game. Now, honestly, I feel like that is not an issue as long as it's a safe environment. I feel like people who are underage, who have skills and really want to work, will not be able to work for their favorite game if just because they're like 2 years younger, they were born a little late. But yeah, I do whatever you want with that info. Anyhow, on the flip side, they also need a safe environment, of course, and if that can't be provided, and of course most of the people just like, most of teams just go with adults because it's less drama and less trauma, period. Yes, put it on a t-shirt. Okay, moving on. This was the second thing. Now let's talk about the third thing. Okay, where the heck is Summer Quest Part 2? Now, if you remember, they said that the Summer Quest Part 1, it will be to be continued. At the end of Summer Quest Part 1, they put that end screen. And also the Agamemnon guy said that it's about time. So, yeah, slay. But I personally, I'll put it up here, I saw this recently into the updates where there's an update on 30th of August. Okay, that's like next Saturday. Yeah, that's next Saturday. So, yeah. So there could be a possibility where we are getting the quest, but if there was any possibility, I think it will be postponed. Like, no, because of all this drama. I do not think they're releasing their really hard worked on quest in the middle of a drama. So, yeah. As for sneak peeks, I did found a lot. Don't worry. First of all, as from this trailer, you can see a lot of things, as well as remember that behind the scene video, I kind of like slowed it down and found a lot of things. So let me show you all of this. I did make a video about this some time ago, but it didn't really got that many views. So you probably have not seen that, but it's fine. I'll tell you everything here. Now, first of all, I found these UIs which look like a boss fight with this pirate octopus thingy, and then there's also probably gonna be this mini game in Sirenish thingy music thing. So here is my theory. There are probably going to be like two more like, you know, like chapter-ish, goal-ish things. Like, you know how we had like an island and a dancing island, right? And a scary island. Maybe like in the next quest, we're probably going to have like from one storyline, we're going to have like a pirate octopus, which we have to fight, the Captain Scarlet one, okay? And then on the other side, maybe we will have a siren thing. Okay, and there are two more islands, I think, that I found in the sneak peeks. There's snakes that are in there. I'll put them up here. So it's probably like another siren kingdom thing. And of course, then this monster and this monster, both of these monsters, are also gonna be there. No, I feel like the first one is the octopus pirate, and the second one is probably, I don't know, Kraken or somebody in the siren kingdom. So, yeah, we still have to meet that mermaid girl. I'll put her up here too. Yeah. And no, for anything that else is left, I'll put that at the end if I have forgotten anything. But there is a really, really, really big clue that I don't see people talking about. So I'll show you up here. If you used to go here, I hope I have a screenshot of this. If you used to go to that DTI place behind the DTI logo, you could see this, a dove with Lana's name, like on the poster. You could see this dove thing. This same dove is on the trailer / also in the cutscene of Agamemnon, where he says it's about time. Also, I think he's transforming into a human from the shadows. Oh my god. And you could see it here and here. And this boat is also called, yep. So Lana is the white dove. Oh my god. And she's one of the doors. Now I don't know what the doors do. Maybe if all the four, I think there are six doors are like fulfilled, who is gonna be out of his shadows or something. But yeah, that's my theory for now. So yeah, either the Summer Quest Part 2 comes out 30th of August, which is very, I don't know, 50-50 chance. As of now, the things don't look that good, so maybe they'll postpone. But after this, it's going to be September, so it's not really gonna be a summer quest. It's more of gonna be like a Halloween quest, like for October. So who knows? Maybe they will just like scrap like part 2 summer quest, make it a Halloween quest. I don't know, or like release like one part. So I don't know. By the way, you get these rewards from chapter 2 to finish the Captain Scarlet set. So yeah, that's all for today. Okay guys, we talked about all the recent tea, and everybody has been asking about summer quest, but nobody is talking about it, so I talked about it and gathered some intel for you guys. So you guys better subscribe to the video, and I will see you guys next time. And yeah, turn on those notifications. And if somebody wants a video where I just put in all of the what do you call it, evidence that I gathered in all this drama, because I saw someone commenting that they could not read it properly, then tell me. I'll make a video where I just don't yap and put all the evidence in for people who don't have it. So yeah, goodbye and take care of yourself.
You mean expressing my opinion?
Yeah, that. No more of that.